Hey, how's it going? I am just doing a quick video on the mental health services for the NHS. Um, Now, I'll put a link to their page below, probably just the main link page, and you can go from there. And I'm going to talk about all the links on that page and where they lead to, how they can help you, and which one might be right for you. So the fact they have a box at the top and it says like, if you're in danger or someone else is, just call 999. But if you're not in danger, it's not an emergency, but it's still urgent, you can ring 111, and they will ask you a bunch of questions, and then give advice based on that, and basically assess whether, I guess, you need urgent help or whether you'll be okay in the meantime. It might help you just talking to someone as well. They won't be able to give you, I believe, like advice, mental health advice, but they will. They will probably advise on the right treatment, or at least that's what they did for me. It might be slightly different, but they do. There's another option here for urgent mental health helplines. So don't worry if you do need mental health help immediately, that is available. So that's the box at the top. The first link is NHS urgent mental health helplines. So like I was just talking about, just go on here, tick if you're, I think you do your postcode. I did my postcode, and then whether you're 18 or not. Now, I believe you can still get emergency mental health help if you are under 18. So you can put your postcode, put your age, and it will come up with a service to your local area. I believe you can call them 24 hours, and they will be able to help you. I mean, I imagine you can probably talk to a professional or someone who can at least help you in the meantime. I haven't gone all the way through on call, but that's how you do the service, and you can go from there. But if you don't want to call, you can text shout to 85258, and someone will text you, a volunteer, and they will be able to talk to you and support you. I will be putting the main link to all of this in the description, so don't worry about writing it down or anything, or if you don't catch anything. The second link is, I suppose, for more like, it's not urgent. You can refer yourself for therapies, and it's part of the improving access to psychological therapies, IAPT, and this is like an NHS service. So they will get you. You can get a referral. You can refer yourself as long as you're signed up to a GP. And if you're not signed up with a GP, I have a link, and you can find your local GP. But assuming you are signed up to a GP, the problems it can treat are, some are like depression, social anxiety, PTSD, OCD, even irritable. It says IBS here as well. Body dysmorphia, phobias. So I guess your run-of-the-mill psychological therapies for, I guess, common to, like, I don't know, mild. I don't know. I don't want to categorize those symptoms or what they're suffering from, but that's the kind of things it can cover. They'll give you a list. Hopefully you can get referred on and see if they can help you, and if not, hopefully they will be able to advise you on who can help you. So, but this won't be immediate help. This won't be like immediately in the next 5 minutes. You might have to wait. So it depends whether you want to get immediate help or whether you don't mind waiting for a little bit. You've lived with it for a while, it's not an emergency, then this might be good, and they can give you some long-term therapy, probably like for a few weeks, and that helps you out. So the next link is called How to Find Local Mental Health Services. Now, some of these are repeated on their website. The first one is just find your GP surgery, find your nearest NHS GP. You can go on that link if you're not signed up to a GP. Talk to them. Oh, for the emergency one, I don't think you need to be signed up to a GP, which is good. So, and that's, I believe, the first link. So don't worry if you're not signed up to a GP. I don't think you need to be for the first one. So back to the How to Find Local Mental Health Services link, which is the third link, I believe. You've got your GP surgery, sign up to that, and then local councils. they might provide their own helpline services, crisis support. So you can type in find your local council, it sends you to a Gov website. And it will tell you what they're providing for your local area. So, that could be unique to your area as well. Could be interesting to see what they provide. So it's probably worth having a look. Again, they have a visit. Next, they have the local mental health charities. So, like Mind, etc. They will have probably have custom charities in your area. They might do, they might not, but you can get specialized charities, and if you're suffering from a particular thing, they might be able to help you with that because they have a lot of experience with it, or maybe they just offer something that the other services don't because they're their own unique charity. They might offer their own thing, so that could be quite interesting. I guess that's more of a long-term choice as well. Like it might, I don't know, it depends how long. They might offer you help straight away. I don't really know. It can vary. So your local pharmacy is next option, and I guess they can offer advice, over-the-counter drugs, maybe prescription medication if you've been prescribed it. I don't know. I don't know how. It depends on your situation, how useful that could be, but it does help you find your nearest local pharmacy, and then they repeat themselves again with the 24-hour NHS urgent mental health helplines, and then therapy and counselling, IAPT pathway, to get you the therapy I was talking about before, to get you to see psychological therapist. And then again at the bottom they say, you can find your nearest A&E with a link, or you can call 999. Or you can, if it's emergency, if it's not, again, you can call 111 for some advice, or go to 111 NHS, and that's all there. Everything I'm talking about is on this website. So the last two links, one's for children and young people, and the other one's for pregnancy. So the one for young people and services. So I was clicking on it, and I think they have 3 different links. 2 seem to be for children and young people. One's for children and young people's mental health services, and then the next 2 links, one's specifically for parents and carers, and the other one's for young people and children themselves. So, whether you're the guardian or parent, or you yourself are a child or a young person, you can click on the links yourself and get some help. And I believe you can also, even though you're a young person, you're in a slightly different category, I think you can still get that emergency help if you feel like you really need it. But they kind of talk about going to finding your local integrated care board, and then they talk about the other there's that's one link, and then the other link kind of talks about young people's charities. I think they have a Mind ED for family, Young Mind. So they've got a couple of things in there, so I would look through the links and see what you're looking for. But I don't know how. I think because some of the services you have to be over 18, but I don't think the emergency one, I think you can still get that. But definitely give it a look and see if you can get some specialized help there, because they'll have experience dealing with younger people as well. And the next and last is the pregnancy section. So if it's before you're pregnant, during your pregnancy, or after, you can, again, they offer the they have it looks like a general link here for learn more about mother and baby mental health units. I haven't clicked through that, but maybe if that's something you're interested in. And then they do the same NHS and NHS therapy and counselling services. So that's the IAPT. So I guess if they list here conditions like depression, anxiety, eating disorders. I guess post-mortem depression. If you're suffering from something related to pregnancy, or if you're just having issues anyway, maybe just be coincidental, you can use that service again, and they can help talk you through stuff. They have also support from local charities here, or from charities, Tommy's and Mind, and they recommend them, I suppose, for if you're going for any difficulties during your pregnancy or after or before. So that's great. And obviously if they say, call 111 if you're having the baby. If there's a risk of you harming your baby or yourself, or and you can call 111 as well. So hopefully that lists everything and everyone. I'll put the main page with the links to all the sections on there in the description. Maybe I will do each individual section as well, separate links, but the main link will be at the top of the page. And if you're going through anything, I know it's really tough, like you don't always know where to go or who to talk to. So hopefully this can help you, or you can send it to someone who might need the help. Because I know what it's like. You don't always know where to go. So I hope that helps. And that's kind of a breakdown of the NHS mental services. Thanks.